Okay, I actually should show up at this point now, I think. I wanted to point out that it's also ridiculously unstable, and it's not going to go very far because, well, yeah. Well, you'll see what I mean. I think you can already see what I mean. It's going to crash. Um, but if given the chance, this thing will go around the sun if you do manually control it. But I'm not controlling any of these tests, so I'll now, to prove a point, I will drop the engine and I will separate off, and this thing will orient itself correctly, and now we'll land as well. So I just wanted to show you that this is a good solution to that problem. And there goes our, oops, never mind, it's not a good solution to the problem. We killed everybody. That fell off. Oops. I guess there's too many parachutes on it. Anyway, I guess that needs a little bit of work. I thought it was fine, when it's really not. Oh no. Um, but anyway, so I think I'll just replace them with the small parachutes. That's probably a better idea, to be honest. Like so. Um, so the 1/2 was unstable. So the 1 was unstable, so put crash unstable. But as I know, it pretty much goes into solar orbit, so it's certainly um, quite good as a stage in and of itself. This one, I don't know how it's going to do, but it'll probably also be unstable. So let's find out. I mean, it's definitely much faster on the uptake, but it's also got much less fuel, so. I would like to see if this new parachute setup is better than the old one. First, whether or not it kills the astronauts, and second, if it rips the nose cone off or not. So I'll test that while on this flight. I think that's what I'll do. But yeah, it's still gonna be a while until the fuel runs out. So I'll cut really quick, and I'll see you guys towards the end, unless something ridiculous happens, which it's starting to. So never mind. It's already starting to tilt over, so when it gets out of control again, then I'll be able to test the thing again. So I'll try to let this burn as long as possible. And when it is done burning, we will try out the parachute system as it flips itself over. I mean, it's not doing horribly for what it is, but again, it's not stable in the slightest. Not at all stable. So, well, we're going somewhere. We're certainly going somewhere. And we're just about out of fuel too, so. 800 meters a second. 850. Yeah, we made it pretty far up. Almost out of the atmosphere with just that thing, so. I'll say that it's going to be somewhere along the lines of 676 probably. So I'll say that 600 meters. Oops. I want to now test this part. it's going to go up and down again. So I'll catch you guys in a minute as soon as it's on its way down and pops the chute. So hopefully I can test its abilities to do its thing. So, yep, see you guys in a second. Okay, the chutes have popped and we're slowing down in the atmosphere as we descend. 11,000, 10 kilometers, 9 kilometers, 8, 7. And this probably does not look particularly good for us. Although actually it's not doing horribly. We're slowing down quickly now. 4 kilometers, 3 kilometers. Alright. We could finally see land. 2 kilometers. 1 kilometer. And this is probably going to suck, and it's probably going to rip it off as I thought it would. Okay. Alright, well I need to figure out a better way of re-entry that doesn't rip the thing off. And then that exploded. So, let's go to the vehicle assembly building and go on with the LLE, large engine. But just to keep things continuous, we will, to save the continuity, we will make sure that everything, all the tests are exactly the same as they are. So, let's remove this. Bring this dude high up. Add a few of these. We're 5. We'll start with 8 and see if that's too much. If it's not, add more. If it is, take one away. And then do 5 tests. And this is a gimbaled rocket, so it will be stable, thankfully. I still may need to add a launchy thing. Otherwise it may explode. I really hope it doesn't. Yeah, that happened. So we'll try it with a thing. I need to lower it to the ground, though. Should be about right. Nope, that's not high enough. That's just right. So we will now take one of these. We'll actually take 2 of these and stick them right about there. So let's launch. And clear the debris. So this is the same launch, it's just with that thing to hold it up because, well, it's a little heavy. And yes, that's what she said. It's a little too big. Alright, now, and launch. The question is, will this thing get off the ground at all? Or will it sort of dance there? Because dancing's okay. The question is, will it go up? Or will it just dance and explode? It will dance and explode! So we'll take one off the top. Or rather, I'll move this over. Remove one. And stick it there. Alright. So, we will launch with 7. 7 should be just right, but we'll find out. And they're all freaking out. They all start with H's and they're all freaking out. Anyway, full throttle, SAS, and launch. Oh my god, it's hopping. It's hopping! Aww. It seems that's a little bit too much. Just a little bit. So, to fix this issue, and that. And of course, I think I will lower you again. Nope, not high enough, just a little bit more. There we go. Launch. So this is with 6 on it, so as I said, we'll do 5 tests to get a little curvy thing. And we'll have fun doing it. Come on, load. Alright. SAS on, and ignition. No one said it was going to win any races. It's just going to go up. And since it's going to go up, and take a really, really long time doing it, I will talk to you guys when it's basically run out of fuel. So see you guys in a minute. Alright, so we're halfway done with the last fuel tank here. Sorry for the sniff, but it's getting to me a little bit. So anyway, we're almost done, as I said, with the last fuel tank, and we're getting on up there in height. And while that's happening, I need to close my window because the air conditioning is on again, thankfully, because it was getting a little humid. And anyway, so enough of anyways, let's find out how high we got the thing to go. 600,000 meters, so 600 kilometers. There's only going to be one graph in this whole thing, and it's just going to be, I'm going to go all the way down to 1 on this because, well, I think you'll understand. Let's drop it just a little bit. There we go. So we'll go with 5 now, and it's going to be the same drill. At the end of this, I will make a nice little graph for you guys. And you guys will be all happy and be like, yay, graphs. It's a good way to sort of understand what's going on instead of whatever. So anyway, SAS is on, throttles to full, and 3, 2, 1, ignition. So this one will still take quite a bit of time. So I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. Alright, so last fuel tank is a little past halfway done now, which means we're coming to the end of this rocket, which is thankfully not tearing itself apart like it did on the small fuel tanks. But now that we're out of fuel, let's check the distance here. 682 kilometers, 682. Let's end the flight and do it now with 4. End flight. Thought I'd already ended it, but I guess I didn't hit the button. I won't need these anymore, thankfully. Or I shouldn't. Launch. So this is now with 4, and then 3, then 2, then 1. Sort of the thing we're doing here. No, we're counting down. Too bad we can't launch with none. That would be like blast off, but you're not going anywhere because there's no fuel or anything like that. Alright, it should be set in a second, and there we go. SAS, launch. So I'll see you guys at the top. Alright, the last fuel tank is halfway done, so we've got like 20 seconds or something until it's out of fuel. But we are also headed quite quickly out of the atmosphere, and we will see just how far we end up going before we run out of fuel, of course. Broke 2K, which is pretty nice. 573. I expected it to be lower, so 573 for kilometers. And the flight Then let's go with, what are we down to? 3. Go 3, then to 2, then to 1, then we's done. And then I get to graph it all for you in lovely graphing styles. And then you guys get to see what's happening. SAS is on, and ignition, yo. I'll see you guys at the top. Alright, so we're headed out of the atmosphere probably with this one, but it's a bit less than the others. We're almost done with the fuel, of course, so we will shortly know what the answer to this is. And I think next time I record, I'll get into actual configurations, because it's getting late. It's like 10:30, and I'm tired, and I want to sleep. So, oh, and hey, we ran out of stuff. So let's find out. We're at 367. 367 even. All right. 2 more. The 2 and then the 1. Then we is done. And that rhymes, which is why I keep saying it. All right. Launch. I need a better top configuration, but can't be bothered. I can't be bothered to figure it out. Anyway, full throttle as soon as the stupid thing works. Full throttle, SAS, and 3, 2, 1, ignition, and I'll see you at the top. Okay, so we are already at a minute, down to half a fuel tank, so we are certainly not going to go particularly far, so, but that was to be expected. We are about to run out of fuels in a couple of seconds here. We're also going to break into the orbit, probably. Nope, didn't quite make it. So anyway, let's check on our height. We are fairly low, so we're going to have to wait a little bit to get into the upper atmosphere to get a stable reading on what we're going to end up with here. But it seems, so long as this continues to stay above 500 there, which it seems like it will, as we pass out of the upper atmosphere. Yeah, okay, so we're good. So it's 153. 153 even, because round up. And the flight. Now the last one, and then I will get off and go to, no, I will not get off and go to sleep. I will make a chart for you, and then I will get off and go to sleep. Alright, anyway, so let's put this up to Demax. SAS on, and 3, 2, 1, ignition. So this one we can watch because it'll be over fairly quickly. I mean, there's not much to really see. It's one fuel tank, one engine, with some stuff on it. Sort of keep the imagined load, I suppose. So yeah, this thing's not going to go particularly high. Although it is going to go decently fast, thanks to it being really light. Again, it's just barely going to break out of the lower atmosphere into the middle atmosphere. So, yeah, as I said, bam, in the middle atmosphere. So it's like 24 something, 23 even. Let's find out as we get up there. 24 something, but the question is what? So that'd be 24, 24.0 even. Yeah, it seems to be 24 even, so 2, 3, 4, and as long as it gets above 7, 8, 9. Okay, good. 24 even. Or 24. Yes, 24 even. So, yep, I'm going to go make a graph real quick. I'll put us on the front thing again and be back in a moment with a little graph and explanation and all that. So see you guys in a second. Alright, I'm back with a graph. Here we go. So this actually shows the nice bell curve. It doesn't quite go on the other side, but if it could, it would show that if you had a lot of tanks, you would not actually go anywhere really. And that if you, I guess, the correct answer is just under 5. So about there. But for the large engines, the large engines, and the large fuel tanks, you want to be using 5 per engine, 5 tanks per engine, if you want to be the most efficient. At least getting out of carbon atmosphere on liftoff. So that's something to be noted. Next time we'll go into some other configurations and do a little bit of engine testing to see what the best number of engines is for efficiency reasons, etc., etc. So we will go into that sort of thing next time. But right now, I am tired and I need some sleep. So I hope you guys enjoyed this set of episodes, or episode. I don't know how much it's actually going to be. I recorded an hour, but a lot of it was me just sitting here doing nothing and listening to music while you guys were not paying attention because I cut it all out. So I'm not actually sure how much of an episode it made. So anyway, enough sewing. I will see you guys next time.